Let's talk about caring a little bit too much about what other people think. There are a lot of you out here who are not just in fear of the unknown, but you're also spending a lot of time concerning yourself with what other people may think about what you do with your life. And we're talking about family, friends, co-workers, whoever it may be, people you don't even know, people online. You're worried about what people think. The people who follow you over here, are they going to dislike what you do over there? Is someone going to have something to say about the fact that I'm changing my job? Is someone going to have something to say about the fact that I decided I want to venture out and start my own business? A lot of you are very concerned with what other people think. The only people you should be concerned with is your actual immediate family if it affects them in a particular way. But anybody else on the outside, it doesn't matter who it is, you should not be concerning yourself with how they feel about the way you decide to move. You do whatever you feel that is on your heart, whatever your passion is, whatever goals you have set out for yourself to do, you get moving because you want to get moving, and it doesn't matter what someone else thinks. Don't let someone else stop you from your grind, okay? Don't let someone else's opinion of what they think you got going on stop you from doing anything that you decide that you want to do, okay? Because you already know you mess around and tell the wrong person, and if they're not moving in the same way that you're moving, they're not on the same wavelength that you're on, they're not on the same level that you're on, it could be a friend. And they mean well, a lot of them do, especially if they're close friends and people who you can trust. So we're going to talk about those types of people first. If it's someone that you really trust, you trust with your life, these people got your back, and you throw out an idea that you had forever and a day, you finally decided you're going to step out on it, and then this person says, no, well, I don't know, maybe you should hold off on it. You going to do what? Girl, that sound like, I don't know, that's going to be hard, this is what's going to happen, you can look for this right here to happen, and what if this right here happens? See, they're going to plant all of these unneeded negative seeds in your head. Bear in mind now, there are a lot of people out here who may need for someone to tell them right off the bat, I don't think that you should do that. Because some people, for whatever the reason may be, they probably just can't think all the way for themselves. And so they need the input of someone else. But for those of you, because I know the majority of you who watch me, those of you who are over here, you guys are the best. So I know that my people are not needing too much of someone to hold your hand and make those decisions for you. So what happens is when they start putting in their 2 cents on all of the things that you decided that you wanted to do with yourself, it's going to plant all of these negative seeds in your mind. Now you're walking around and you're thinking to yourself, maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't do it. Maybe I should wait a while. And a while, if you're anything like me and you've been experienced through all of these types of situations, you know that most of the time, a while never comes. So always be careful with worrying about what someone else thinks about the things that you are planning to do with your life. You have to make these decisions on your own. At the end of the day, it's your life. You won't have but one life to live. You need to already know these are your steps. This is what you want to do with your life. Every step you make will depend on you at the end of the day. Unless you come from a background where people are completely taking care of you, they're handling all of your affairs for you, you don't have to do nothing but get up every day and put your slippers on and walk around your house sipping on a cup of tea. If that is not the lifestyle that you come from, then your choices are your choices, because at the end of the day, you're going to have to take care of you. You're going to have to take care of your family or whoever you are responsible for. As long as you know that the decision that you've made is well thought out and you're ready to handle it, don't let other people deter you from what it is that you're trying to do. Stop concerning yourself with what other people think about what you do with your life. Okay? Let's say, for instance, you somewhere and you got some friends sitting off in the corner over here, and you got some family over here, because we done already talked about them friends, so let's dig deeper into the family dynamic, okay? You got family over here, and don't get me wrong, I am not, and I'm going to repeat this, I am not trying to put down or say anything negative toward anybody's family, because I don't know you like that, okay? What I am saying is that family are the worst ones, from my experience, when it comes to letting them know what your next move is and how they respond, what they say, and the things that they do in the mix of you trying to make a move, how that negativeness can get off in your head and change everything that you wanted to do. Or at least have some sort of worry in your head that shouldn't have been there from the beginning. I once moved from one state to another. I had family find out I was getting ready to move, and for the most part, everybody was pretty much on board, and they were happy, that we were moving. I'm moving the kids, a better dynamic, trying to get them somewhere so they can get diversified. You know what I'm saying? So they can know that it's more than just us out here in this world, trying to get them to a better form of education. And in the mix of me getting ready to move, I had family telling me, no, I don't think you should do that. Maybe you should just hang around and give it a little while. Let's do this, and have you thought about just doing that? Have you thought about all of that, putting all of this stuff in my head? This was my choice. I was grown as grown can be, and I decided that I was going to make a move. And I went on ahead and did just that. But on my way there, I still had all of those thoughts running through my head of what things that they were saying, and had me a little worried and stressed, even though I already had my plan all the way together. Everything was lined up to the T. I knew exactly what I was doing. I was still stressed a little bit because I had to let them get in my head. Now, if I was way younger than even at that point, I am pretty sure that would have made me stumble a little. I would have been stumbling all the way back, taking 5,000 steps back and saying, well, you know what, maybe I'll just think about that. Because I've seen people do this. They'll sit around like, and they all in this doom and gloom, and you're like, what's wrong with you? And I wanted to do such and such, but such and such over here, she said she don't think. Like, make your choices, okay? Without the interference of anybody else. And don't let nobody stop you unless you have someone that you are spending a life with and your choices are going to affect them as well. That is a totally different scenario, okay? Because I've been there, seen that, done all of that too. If your choices are going to affect someone else, then that requires a conversation, okay? Sitting down, a little taste of communication. You know what I'm saying? Getting to the bottom of it and y'all meeting each other halfway and coming to some sort of conclusion. But if you don't have to deal with any of those types of things, make your choices, okay? And don't let no one else get in your ear while you're doing it. Because at the end of the day, once again, one life and it's yours to live. And if later on down the line, you realize that all these different things you wanted to do with yourself and you didn't do it, and you're crying and whining about it, and you old and wrinkly, and you're looking, the knees have given out, and you got a bad back, and, your hair is falling out, and you all stressed out, and you sweating all in the late night hour, and you ain't hardly getting no sleep, and the doctor got you on these pills and those pills, and you're going to be thinking all the way back to those days when you were at 100 and did not make the choices that you wanted to make because you were letting what someone else thought about your decisions keep you from moving forward. Once again, over on my website, dmichelle.com, I got some discounts going on right now for pre-Christmas sale going on right now. And for those of you who are also interested, once again, in joining my membership that is coming January the 6th, 2025, Women Who Thrive. This is for women who are going through all different types of situations, okay? We're going to build a community together as a whole, just us women. And no matter what your situation is, okay? So this ain't gonna be about any of the field inspections. This ain't about all of that, even though, you feel free to ask if you choose. But this is not what this is about. This is about women coming together with the same types of problems, the same types of hurdles that we all face as we grow older in life. I will be providing resources. We will be doing Zoom calls where all of us can get together as a whole and chit chat and talk amongst each other. We are there to nurture, guide, support, and hold each other accountable so that we can get to the next level in our lives. And that's why I call it Women Who Thrive. And you can get on the waiting list on both of my websites. The links are in the description. You'll see the actual banners on both sites. Click it, go in, get on the waiting list, and I can't wait to see you there. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night.